We are back again to share the word, and today we are taking our lessons from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 1 to verse 4. Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 1 to verse 4. And the topic is simply finding favor with God and with people. So, what do we need to find favor with God and to find favor with people? The words of wisdom say, Solomon says, there are three things so far that we'll talk about. The first is found in verse 1. Solomon says, my son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my commands. For length of days and long life and peace they will add to you. So the first condition to finding favor with God and with people, it is about keeping the command of God in your heart. It is about enacting the commands or the words of God from within yourself. Did you know that we all are governed by commands? We are all governed by advice that we received from those that gave to us, in particular, those that had good intentions with us. The commands, they give us good life. They give us peace, especially in a world that is corrupt, especially in a world where there is lawlessness. Paying attention to the words of those that gave us good wisdom, good advice, will ensure that we live long and ensure that we live at peace. So to find God, to find favor with God and with people, number one, we have to keep the commandments of God in our hearts, or the word of God in its entirety in our hearts. Then we get to condition number 2. Solomon says in verse 3, Let not truth and mercy forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. Let me read again. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. Here Solomon says, to find favor with God and with people, you need to be a kind individual. You need to be someone who's acquainted with truth. Now you see the world we are living in, there isn't much of kindness. People no longer are merciful. We hear every day of people dying in the seas, on some inflatable boats, because of nations that have failed to be kind towards them, because of the unkindness of the world we are living in today. Solomon says, you want to find favor with God and with people, be kind. How about you, my friend? Are you kind? Do you have kindness within you? And he also said, be truthful. Now, we know that today people are very conservative when it comes to the truth. People no longer come outright and speak truth as it should be, or truth that builds, for that matter. Here in the UK, our Prime Minister this week was in hot soup for not telling the truth, for trying to evade from truth. But Solomon says to be able to find favor with God and with people, one ought to be truthful. One ought to be kind. My friend, I want to encourage us to let us be good citizens wherever we are. Let us be a people that people will speak good things about us. Let us be a people that wherever we go, we bring sunlight, not darkness. And how do we do so? By ensuring that we are living under the guidance of the Word of God, that we are trying the best we can to keep the commandment of God wherever we may be. But also that we are kind to strangers, kind to people that don't look like us, kind to everybody. And we also tell the truth, that we do not evade, we are not conservative with the truth, but we speak the truth, especially in love. So Solomon says, when you do this, my son, when you listen to these words of wisdom, then in verse 4, you will find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and in the sight of men. I pray that this is your desire, to be a person of good repute to those around you, but more so, a person of good repute to God. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to bless your house. May God continue to give you good health. My friend, allow me to ask you to like and to share and to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that these words of wisdom may be heard across the world by so many people, some who desperately need to hear the words of truth and the words of God. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.